Skipping school. We all did it. And if you didn't, then you probably know someone who did. And speaking from experience, I can confidently tell you it's a bad idea. If you have no idea what you're doing. Skipping school is like planning a vacation. You need 3 things. A plan, transportation, and money. Skimp out on any one of those points, and you're either never going to leave or wish you never left. Now, this is where I come in. When I tell you I did this on a last-second whim, I mean a complete 180 degrees right at the front school main doors, last-second whim. Nope. You see, I missed the bus that day, and the responsible thing to do would be to walk to school since there's no one to blame but yourself. Or, hey, Dad? What's going on? Why are you still here? Yeah, I missed the bus. So my dad drops me off right at the front doors. I get out, and as I'm slowly walking to the doors, I just get this feeling. I don't want to deal with school today. I don't know what it is. The feeling just hit me like a truck, and school for me, especially in the 9th grade, wasn't too much of a smooth experience. And that day, I just felt like I've had enough, and I needed a break, even if it was just for a day. I'll come back tomorrow. I'm a good boy, goddammit. This isn't something I plan on doing from now on, but for today, school's out. So I looked behind me, and I saw that my dad turned the corner, and with that, I just turned around and went the other way. Now I felt excited and good for a brief moment after I started walking. What am I doing? I can't believe I'm doing this! Oh my god, this is awesome! Once I hit the main road, it hit me. I have no idea what I'm doing, where I'm going, what I'm going to do. I can't drive since I don't have a car. Hell, I don't even have a permit, let alone a car. And even if I did, I wouldn't have been in this mess in the first place. And what's more, I don't even have a penny to my name. And that's not all. There's a couple more things you should know about me. Firstly, I have 0 sense of direction, and I've lived in this town my whole life. Excuse me, sir, do you live in this town? Yes, sir. Lived here all my life, goddammit. There's not a bridge, street, or building I haven't seen before. Yes, sir, I live here. Oh, thank God. You see, my wife's in labor. We need to know the quickest way to the hospital. Sorry, I can't help you. I don't know where anything is. You just said. I don't get it. How did you even get to this building? My dad dropped me off. And that's just it. I've lived here all my life, but everywhere I went when I was a kid, I went with my dad or older sibling. Now, some people would remember the roads and passageways so that when they get their own license and car, they too can know where to go. But not me. Once I get in the passenger seat, I just go blank and start daydreaming. This made sitting in a car ride, no matter how far, fun for me. To the point where even if my dad drove to the moon, it wouldn't faze me. Yet most people would say, how the heck did we get here? How do we go back? Is this where I die? Take me back! Take me back! Take me back! Where in my case, well, if he knows how to get here, then he knows how to get back. Woohoo! I didn't have a care in the world. But now I'm screwed. I wasn't trained for this. I mean, technically I was, but I wasn't paying attention. What do I do now? I made a mistake. I should have just gone to school. Just dealt with it instead of doing all this. What if I get arrested? You're under arrest for skipping school. I want my lawyer. No. Just think. What are the 3 rules for vacation? First things first, I need a plan. So I thought to myself, what would a typical 9th grader who skipped school would do? You know what? I bet they'd go to the mall. It's where I'd go. It's where I'm gonna go. The only problem is which way. Because like I said, I don't have any sense of direction. So the only thing I could rely on was looking out for familiar buildings and structures. I remember the school was on my right side whenever we drove to the mall. At least I think. Good news is, I was right. I picked the right direction and was heading towards the mall. Bad news is, I walked like 10 steps before doubting myself completely and turned the other way in the opposite direction. No, this ain't right. I must have walked for what seemed like 3 hours, and I wasn't even sure how close I was getting. All I did know was that it was about 30 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle of October, and I was turning into a popsicle. So the sooner I get to the mall, the sooner I could warm up. After a while of walking, I finally saw my first sign of hope. Home Depot. I distinctly remember a Home Depot being close to the mall because sometimes my dad would drop by while we were on our way to the mall. So I had to be close. I walked for what seemed like another hour after seeing a peanut store. A peanut store. And that's when I knew for sure that I screwed up and went the wrong way. Because I don't remember ever seeing a peanut store. I mean, I'd remember. It's a damn peanut store. Didn't even know they existed till now. But I walked too far to turn back now, so I just kept going until I happened upon a plaza of stores. Finally, I can warm myself. Except I can't because everything is closed. I couldn't walk up into a fast food joint and just sit there. Are you going to order something? I'm still deciding. Yeah, but you've been here for 2 hours. No, the only thing I can do was go shopping and really just use the time to walk around and warm up. I looked around and it seemed like every place there opened up at 10 a.m. I had no idea what time it currently was, so I just sat around curled in a corner to warm myself up. Keep in mind, I have no watch, no phone, no gadget of any kind, and of course, no money to spend or even eat or do anything. Nothing but my own thoughts to dwell in.
Just to suffer.
I know what you're thinking right about now. Was it worth it? Skipping school to go hungry and stay in the cold with nothing but the sun to keep you going, while your friends are in a nice, warm building, probably playing dodgeball in a gym, working up an appetite. So you can have a nice, warm meal with a cold carton of chocolate. Oh my God, what was I thinking? As soon as I heard GameStop open up, I was right outside, eyeballing the employee to let me in. As soon as I walked in, I browsed around, acting like I had money to blow. In reality, I was just waiting to feel my hands again. I stayed long enough to warm up again and left because it's not like I can camp there for hours. Not that it mattered, because I figured if I head back now, it'll be almost time for school to end. My plan was to come back in time to catch the bus from school and get dropped off home as if I actually went to school.
Hey, where were you today?
Shut up. But boy, did I mess that up. By the time I got back there was still no buses there at school. I figured I might have been a little off with my timing and maybe got there a tad bit early. No big deal, I'll just wait outside for the buses to arrive, and when the last bell rings for release, I'll just hop on. So I waited, and waited, and waited. Still no buses. Which brings me to the second thing you should know about me. When I was young, I had zero sense of time. Even worse when I was a little kid. When I was like 10 years old, I didn't even know what day of the week it was or which order they came in. All I knew was that I was still alive, and according to my mom, dinner was going to be soon. And that's it. That's all I knew, and that's all I cared to know. Fast forward to this moment, and I came a long way. But still pretty shit. I thought I would arrive right around 2:30, 3 p.m., right when school is out, but man, was I wrong. If I'm correct, I must have arrived around 11 a.m. because I was outside for hours and hours, listening to bells, ending periods, thinking, this is it, the buses have to be here now. But nope, not even close. I don't know why I didn't factor the idea that the school had cameras set up outside. Because after waiting for a long time, the buses finally showed up, and I knew I made it. And that's when shit hit the fan. A random teacher came out of nowhere, outside, and asked me, what are you doing out here? Oh, shit. I am waiting for my dad. I have a dentist appointment. Oh, really? Because you've been out here for hours. And where's your doctor's note? Go to the front doors and wait for me inside. Okay. No! Not when I've made it this far! Not when I'm this close! Afterwards, the lady yelled at me in front of everyone, which was embarrassing to say the least. And worst of all, the students were in the hallways to witness it as they were leaving to go to the buses. Yeah, I waited for about 4 hours outside the whole time in the cold just to lose it all in the end right when it mattered. But honestly, while I was getting yelled at, I was just happy to be indoors and feeling warmth again. That's how cold it was outside. Afterwards, they gave me a week of ASP, which honestly wasn't so bad. I didn't have to deal with teachers, and the school lunch actually came to me. But the point is, if you're ever going to skip school, don't. It's not worth the trouble. But if you're dead set on the idea of it, at least have a plan. Hey, you made it to the end. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you're wondering what to watch next, go ahead and check this video out.